Wow, look at this. We got an exclusive right here. Cop flips driver's car over, releases K-9 at him, then beats him. Wow. Exclusive. Man driven off the road by cops, allegedly beaten. Wow. Check this out.
A man driven off the road by the police, and he wasn't doing anything wrong. The cop just got upset. Here's the video.
You better pull up. You better pull your ass over. Pull your ass over. Pull your ass over now. Pull it over now. You better pull your ass over. Pull it over. No, pull it over.
This is insane. This is insane. The man literally put on his hazard lights to indicate he's pulling over at a safe place. When you look at that road, you will...
You know what? This is not the first story. This is not the first story I have seen where a person was put on the hazard light indicating they're going to pull over to a safe space. You know, I get sick and tired of cops will say, "Oh, why didn't you pull over? I was pulling over to a safe space, a well-lit area, an area where I can pull over." You just can't pull over to the silo though, and instructing traffic. That's when they teach it in the reader's manual or the drive line manual. Yeah, when you get your license, they tell you if you have to pull over or move over to the side. Yeah, do it on the safe space. You don't stop in the middle of the freaking road impeding traffic. That guy was trying to pull over to a shoulder area, so that way the two lanes can flow, or there were three lanes like that. Like I said, I did a story. No, I didn't. Actually, it wasn't. I did a story. I saw a story a couple months ago. An Arkansas trooper was trying to pull over a woman, and she put on her hazard light. She was going to pull over a safe spot. A lot of people say when they put their hazard lights on, that means they're trying to slow down and trying to pull over to a safe spot, to a safe distance. And guess what? That trooper did? The same thing what he just did. This guy did to this car. Yeah, and the woman got flipped upside down. Luckily, the woman's all right. And the cop, I remember the time, the cop looked at her and said, "Oh, you're right. Can you get it out?" And the woman's like, "Woman, little her, I'm pregnant." Well, and then he kept saying, "Well, it's your own fault. Why did you pull over?" I said, "I was going to pull over. Why did you see my hazard lights on? I was trying to pull a safe distance. I didn't want to pull a middle and just stop in the middle of traffic. Come on."
Clearly see, it is a dark street.
Yeah, there's no lights.
And obviously, no street lights are in the view. He informed the police officer of what he was attempting to do. The cop would not listen. This ordeal took place within a couple of minutes. It wasn't as if there was some high-speed chase or some 1 hour...
No, it wasn't a 1 hour speed or the guy was going 100 miles an hour trying to get away from the cops. I mean, he had his lights on. Like I said about the woman that put on the hazard light that indicates she's going to pull over. But you get cops, they don't have no patience. It really pissed me off. You got cops that got no patience at all. You got cops that obey my order, do now, not 3 seconds later, not 5 seconds later, not a minute, do it right now. Oh, come on, it's crazy.
Follow. This wasn't even a dangerous situation.
No, it wasn't.
For other people until the cop decided to make it dangerous for everybody on that street. Now, Antonio Risco tries to find a safe spot to simply pull over. This is exclusive. Dashcam video just got released from the Lamar County, Georgia Sheriff's Office. You could hear the man say, "I'm going to get off at the next exit." Sergeant Brayton, right? Sergeant Brayton decides to use a pit maneuver, drive off the road, completely violating policy order. Aggravated, the Lamar County Sheriff deputies command Risco to step outside. Here it is.
Here we go.
goddamn hand. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now. Get the I'm everything. There's a dog right here. I'm shooting everything. Everything to Facebook. As we speak. Forward. Hey, have a hand behind your back. Everything. Here. Come on. Stop biting my dog. This on something. No, ma'am. Go ahead. Get him up. Stop biting my dog. Here. Move up. Stop biting my dog. You take your ass.
Let me go closer on that.
They put the dog on him. He has a natural reaction, as any of us would have.
Yep.
And the deputy said, "Stop biting my dog." Let's put the picture up full mass. This is a damn shame. I'm going to give you all of the background to this exclusive.
Once again, here's that young man.
This is Antonio Risco, 23 years of age at the time of the incident. The incident took place in 2020. We just got the video today.
Wow.
This took place
that
in
long.
2020. They tried to hide it, but we got it.
Finally. Good.
Risco was returning to his home in Canton, Georgia. He told Indisputable he did not stop immediately because he spoke with an officer earlier that day who said he could put on his emergency lights and signal to the police to get off a busy highway.
Yeah.
Here was the aftermath.
And guess, here's the thing. Is it illegal to do that? No. When you put in high hazard lights, that's indicating to people that you're trying to slow down and you're trying to pull over to a safe spot or a safe distance. But wait, this gets worse.
Man, of that Dodge Charger.
Check it out.
2019. It was a brand new model in 2020. Just got it. Here's what Antonio said to Indisputable Investigates. The last 30 minutes of audio actually cut out. And I screamed bloody murder for the EMTs to take me to the hospital. The cop kept blocking me from talking to the fire department and tow truck drivers so someone could get me help. He continued, I literally thought they were going to kill me. They had their knee on my neck like...
Whoa, like George Floyd.
I was getting full
What the
knee
fuck?
on my throat. I was about to pass out and just managed to slip out at the last moment and just took the biggest breath I have ever taken in my entire life. It was trying to survive. For 15 minutes, police wrestled, tased, and hit Risco with their nightsticks. Visible in the video. Here, you see one of the deputies gets ready to strike Risco with his nightstick. Look at that picture.
Check this out. You see that?
At another moment, one can hear...
You see that? They were getting ready to strike him, just like the 5 officers did on Tyree Nichols. Boy, it makes you think the cops nowadays are taking the play page book out of Tyree Nichols like that.
A taser repeatedly fired. Next, they sick their police dog on Mr. Risco while he is subdued in handcuffs. Here is the German Shepherd that they...
You can see it right there.
Attack Risco. Risco told Indisputable when he was getting mauled by the dog, he was in handcuffs and could not move. He says he heard the K-9 deputy say, "Quit fighting my dog." Risco says he has severe neck and back pain from the attack. He still has bite-marked scars on his arm and his torso. Risco says he was in a holding cell for 16 hours before a nurse treated his wounds. He could barely move for 2 weeks. Put up the attorneys. You don't want to see these guys coming at all. Attorney Harry Daniels and attorney Wayne B. Kendall. I'm good friends with them both.
They are excellent
These cats are
attorneys.
some of the most...
And I would tell those officers, what you did on a young man, and those young men representing him. These attorneys are representing a young man to the officer. Guess what? Game over. game over. It's a done deal. Wrap for you guys. Your job's going to be gone. Yep, the department's going to be facing a pretty good lawsuit. To the officers that did that to that young man, game over.
Inquisitive and caring lawyers you can have. And I mean that.
Yep.
Attorney Harry Daniels spoke with Indisputable. Let's go to it.
Aims to add insult to injury. He gets out of the car, slams him to the ground. They pull out aspartans. They call him boy, beating him, tasing him 4 times, get him in cuffs, and allow his K-9 dog to lock in and bite the hell out of Antonio is unconscionable. As you can see from the pictures and the video, he was in handcuffs, and you can see the pictures of his body. This dog, these scars still here today. This dog is biting and locked in on Antonio. So to look at these videos is sickening to watch. From the beginning, that he would resort to a unreasonable force that could have killed him, then subsequently pulling him out of his car and beating him and letting the dogs beat him. This is a scene out of Jim Crow era, and it's 2023 and it's still happening.
Okay.
Yep.
So, obviously, the report is going to reflect that they had to do a pit maneuver because the individual was trying to avoid being pulled over. This is obstruction, and you expect to see this, right? No, put up the report. Risco's lawyers. They say he was actually charged with possession of a controlled substance. Nothing about fleeing the police or obstruction. That's the incident report. Here is Lamar County Sheriff Brad White. Buck stops with him.
Yep.
You see, Brad, either A, your deputies are aware that you are down with the program, or B, they are aware that you are a feckless leader. It's one or the other. A representative of the Lamar County Sheriff's Office could not immediately comment, but did say she would ask the sheriff for a response. And madam, we're going to wait, and hopefully the sheriff gives a response this week. But this story is going out today. Now, 2020 is when this happened. 2020.
Yep.
They hid the video, did not want anyone to see it. As a matter of fact, they wrote the incident report so nobody would question the other stuff that happened. They could have killed this man. This dog, thoughts.
Okay, maybe you can help me answer this. So his car is facing the opposite direction of the traffic. So did they have him turn around? Is that what happened? Because from that video, it was, honestly, where he is stopped is so dangerous. I can't believe they were even trying to get him out of the car there, because he's right next to basically like the fast lane going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, you are right. The pit maneuver turned the whole vehicle around.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's crazy.
He was
That
facing
just in
opposite
itself
direction.
seems so dangerous.
Yeah.
And you could see he had his hazards on in that video. And you can also see how angry that police officer is before even getting out of his car. The way he's yelling at him to pull over, like, you already are like, okay, this person has already lost his temper. And, so it sounds great that your friends are representing him, and it's probably why he finally got this video.
Yeah.
That's a crazy, really crazy video. Yeah.
Yeah, and not only could he be dead, other people driving could be dead. And every policy that I have read, Ms. Dahl, about when to use a pit maneuver always talks about, but you have to do it in a way that does not create danger for other people. You have to do it in a way that literally is safe, and it has to be absolutely necessary in order to stop the threat. There was no threat, there was no criminal penalty, there was no charge, there was nothing here but a frustrated cop. 2 minutes. He was following the guy for 2 damn minutes. All right, we're gonna bring you updates as they come.
Oh, I can't wait for updates on the way. Yeah, freaking 2 minutes. Unhinged cops. They have no patience. They don't have patience. You got cops on say, do what they say, do it and do it now, or otherwise you're gonna be dead. Comply or die. It's a fucking kind of bullshit. Unhinged blue line thugs. That's fine. And that's another case. Happy fuck the cops say, fuck the police. That's my name, my job. Peace out.